Today we're going to talk about Superman because this movie just cannot avoid drama. And there's a lot of stuff going on with that. A lot of it has to do with James Gunn himself just constantly saying dumb things. I have to wonder if Warner Brothers is annoyed with him. I don't know the reasoning other than maybe his ego as to why he says some of the things he says. But he has definitely, I would say, not substantially, but he has definitely hurt this movie a little bit. That's my opinion. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. But here's a really good example of that. And this is not the focus of this video. I just want to touch on it before we get to the spicy stuff. But it's going to digital today. Actually, it's on digital. And the internet, I'm sure, thanks Warner Brothers for putting a pristine 4K copy out there 35-something days after the movie comes out. Very early digital release for this movie, which I think is a mistake. It was still making a little bit of money every week. It's probably not going to hit the money it needs to hit this way. But it is what it is. So why are they putting out early? Why is the movie coming out so early? Well, James Gunn put out a statement saying that it's because of Peacemaker, which I call BS on. That's BS. 100%. You're putting it out now because you're hoping you can raise more money for it by putting it out on digital because it is slowing down at the box office, but it was still making a little bit of money. I just think I think they're making a mistake here, but whatever. It's already made. It's out there now. But it's not just this that people are talking about. Oh, no. Apparently, the actress who plays Lois Lane has caused a little bit of controversy. Well, more so her husband. So Rachel Brosnahan, if I'm saying that right, apparently had an off-screen kiss with her Superman co-star. This is the scene everyone's talking about. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this. This is a scene from the movie, and there's a cut, but just watch this. This is what her husband is reacting to. That's right, she's married. We're going to talk about it. People are very, very up in arms about this. Let's just watch it.
Got it. Great. Okay.
So the reason that people are talking about this is because, all right, so if you've seen the movie, they have great chemistry. They have great chemistry in interviews and in the movie. Some people think there might be something more going on there. I don't know. Actors and actresses have great chemistry in a lot of movies, and it doesn't lead to affairs. But they do have great chemistry. It's part of the reason why the Lois Lane and this Clark are really good together. And I wish they had more scenes together, actually, in the movie. You know what would have been a good idea? This is a little off-rant thing, but this movie is based on, well, it takes a lot of inspiration from All-Star Superman, one of the greatest Superman stories ever told. If you've never read that, it's like 12 issues. It's really good. It's all about the Superman dying and like he has to get his affairs in order and think about the legacy he's leaving and still kind of being a symbol of hope during all that. It's a great story. But in it, he develops a serum that can give regular people his powers for 24 hours. And for her birthday, that's what he makes. He gives it the Lois Lane so she can see what it's like to be him for 24 hours. Like that would have been cool. Like they have such good chemistry. I kind of would like to see that actually, but just for 24 hours, like just for a day, not permanent, which they tried to do for a minute and Nobody really liked. But it's like a one issue of a it's not some girl boss shit. It's a good book. If you've never read that story, hell, even the animated version is really good. If you don't want to sit down and read it, I'd recommend either. But the thing here is, she did this undirected, and that's what people are talking about. Now, it would have just went away, right? But what really got people talking about this in general and why it's such a big conversation right now is because her husband is out here liking comments, telling him to leave her, basically. So this is the one her husband liked. Sad to see your career being tucked out to be remembered as a cuckold because your wife couldn't handle herself with her co-actor. Like, bro, let's have some self-love and stand up for yourself, man. Leave her to be with him if she wants that much at the end of the day. A lot of typos in there. But this is the big story today. And it's funny, like this breaks right when it goes to digital. It's like this movie does not get a break. So this is causing some pretty big drama, a viral thing going on right now with this. And of course, it's going to go the extra mile because this movie is really polarizing. So naturally, the people that don't like it are going to push it. And now, this dude has made it worse. So her husband is going up there and liking it. And people are pretty split on it. That's him right there. A lot of social media reactions about this. Some standing up with her, some standing up for him. I don't know. I mean, like, there's other clips here where they're talking about how they've made out for hours, which, yeah, they probably would.
I mean, it did help that our first scene together, we made out for like 4 hours and then shot the rest of it. So the physicality came in very quickly.
On screen, guys.
and we felt that, and we thoroughly enjoyed it.
So, I mean, to be fair, right, this is kind of part of acting. Some people won't do it. There is that actor recently that came out and talked about how, like, he would not kiss another woman on screen and Hollywood blacklisted him. Like, everyone has their own boundaries that they set. It is pretty standard in Hollywood, but also, to be fair, it's also pretty standard in Hollywood to get divorced. So I don't think these people are the best examples of a good marriage either. And I'm not talking about these two in general, though. It sounds like they don't have a very good one. This dude's out here liking tweets. I guess this all took place on Instagram. I didn't know you could see people's likes on Instagram, but you used to be able to see people's likes on Twitter, X, until Elon changed it. I think that was a dumb change, too, by the way. Should all be transparent. But, yeah, a lot of people jumping up in this. Some people standing with her, saying, if you can't handle it, why did you marry an actress? And some people saying, hey, that's unprofessional. Why are you doing that? That looks bad. I got to say, I kind of agree with the people saying it looks kind of bad because you didn't have to do that. That wasn't directed. It's a little bit of just a funny moment, but I'm also married to this dude. So it's an odd one. But yet, regardless, just more controversy for Superman. It's been riddled in controversy since it came out. And now, right as it drops on digital, this happens. So, doomed from the start. And I liked the movie. One of the few that did in our space. That's fine. We don't all agree all the time, as much as people say we do. But it's just wild how much shit this movie has put itself in. A lot of that is on James Gunn himself, though. He opens himself up to this shit by just being stupid. Just like when he came out and made the whole thing with Jarrell worse by pretty much telling people there's no way it was doctored, even though I'm telling you right now they're going to retcon that because it's just stupid. unless they have some big plans. I don't know. Either way, what a mess. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Do you think what she did was wrong? Let me know. Also, do you think what he did was wrong? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one.